Minneapolis, Minnesota, 2010. Geraldine Tyler is in her 80s. She has lived in her one-bedroom condominium for years. It is small. It is hers. But the neighborhood is changing. It doesn't feel safe anymore. So she makes a decision. She packs her things and moves into a senior living community. She leaves the condo behind. She is still the owner. She just doesn't live there anymore. A reasonable decision, a human decision. It will cost her everything. The taxes on the condo kept coming. Geraldine didn't pay them. Not because she was careless, not because she didn't know. She just didn't pay them. The original debt, $2,300. That's it, $2,300. But Hennepin County was watching. And in America, when you don't pay your property taxes, the government doesn't just send reminders, it starts a clock. Under Minnesota General Statutes, Chapter 281, the state's tax forfeiture law, unpaid property taxes trigger a legal process. First come the penalties, then the interest, then the fees. $2,300 becomes $5,000, then $10,000, and then the county takes your home, not as punishment, not as a fine, just as procedure. Hennepin County initiated tax forfeiture proceedings against Geraldine Tyler. They obtained legal title to her condominium. Geraldine Tyler no longer owned her home. She didn't go to court. She didn't get a warning. The machine just ran. The county put the condo up for auction. It sold for $40,000. Now here is where the story becomes something else entirely. The debt was $15,000. The sale was $40,000. That means $25,000 was left over. $25,000 that belonged, by any reasonable logic, to Geraldine Tyler. The county kept it, all of it. Under Minnesota law, when the government seizes and sells your property for unpaid taxes, they keep everything. The debt, the fees, the surplus, all of it. Geraldine Tyler lost her home, and then she lost her equity, and then she was handed nothing. An elderly woman in her 80s, a $2,300 debt, a $40,000 home. The government walked away with $25,000 that was not theirs. Legally, civil rights groups had a name for it. They called it home equity theft. And Minnesota was not alone. At the time of Geraldine's case, 13 states had similar laws on the books. 13 states where the government could take your home, sell it, keep the profit, and hand you nothing. All perfectly legal. Geraldine Tyler decided to fight. She filed a lawsuit. She said the government took something that wasn't theirs to take. She lost. The first court said no. The second court said no. 2 courts, 2 losses. Most people would have stopped. Geraldine was in her 90s. She kept going. In 2023, the United States Supreme Court agreed to hear her case. Tyler v. Hennepin County. The biggest civil rights groups in the country filed in support of her. Everyone agreed on one thing. What happened to Geraldine Tyler was wrong. On May 25th, 2023, the Supreme Court made its decision. 9 justices, 0 dissents. Unanimous. The government had no right to keep that money. It belonged to Geraldine. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the opinion. The case went back to lower courts. Geraldine could finally get her money back. She had fought for 13 years. She won. But here is what nobody talks about. The law that allowed all of this, it was never fully repealed. The Supreme Court said it couldn't be used that way, but the law is still there. And those 13 states, some changed, some didn't. The machine is still running, just quieter now. Geraldine Tyler won. She was in her 90s. She had lost her home over $2,000. She fought for 13 years, and she won. But the condo was already gone, sold at auction years before the verdict. She never moved back. The money, she may have gotten it back. The home, never. After the decision, Minnesota changed its law. Other states started changing too, but not all of them. Some states still have laws like this today. The government can still take your home, sell it, keep the profit, and hand you nothing. In some places, that is still legal. This was illegal by law. Every case on this channel is real. Every law is still on the books.